Hey guys. So, who's ready to finally break free from that never-ending cycle of an empty bank account? This video is for all of you who are done with feeling stuck, tired of living paycheck to paycheck, and ready to get serious about building some real wealth. If you're thinking there's some magic formula here, there isn't. I'm talking about a 90-day challenge that will work, but only if you put in the effort. I'm going to give you 10 practical steps that, if you stick with, will start to transform your financial situation in just 90 days. This isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about changing your habits, one step at a time, over 90 days. Why 90 days? Because it's the perfect window to break old patterns, build new habits, and start seeing real results. It's long enough to see real results, but short enough that you'll stay focused. So if you're ready to get to work, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Let's dive in. For the first week of our 90-day journey, start by taking a hard look at where you currently stand financially. Look at your bank balance, list out all your debts, savings if you have any, and assets. Don't skip this part. You can't move forward without knowing where we're starting from. Be brutally honest with yourself. Take a day to go through all your statements and really understand where your money is going. This is all about getting up close and personal with your finances. I'm talking about a full-on financial audit. Grab your bank statements, your credit card bills, everything. It's time to see exactly where your money's going. Now, I know this part can be a little scary, but trust me, facing the truth is the only way to change it. We gotta know what we're working with here. List out all your income sources, your jobs, side hustles, maybe you've got some investments bringing in the dough. Write it all down. Next up, the not-so-fun part, expenses. And I'm not just talking about the big stuff like rent and bills. I want every coffee, every snack, every impulse buy accounted for. You might be surprised how those little things add up. Are you spending money on things that truly matter to you? Or are you just swiping your card without thinking? Be honest with yourself. It's time to stop dreaming about being financially free and start taking action. Let's go. Next up, now that you know your starting point, it's time to set concrete goals for the next 90 days. Think of it like this. Without a destination, how do you know where you're going? Whether it's saving up $1,000, paying off a debt, or just building an emergency fund, write it down. Make your goals specific and set a deadline. Don't just say, I want to save money. Say, I want to save $500 by the end of these 90 days. Having clear goals gives you something to strive for. Write those goals down and put them somewhere you'll see them every single day for the next 90 days. Set some goals that light a fire under your butts. The sky's the limit. Step 3 is all about giving your money direction. For the next 90 days, you'll need a budget that outlines exactly where every dollar goes. At this stage of the challenge, you need to track where every penny goes. And based on your trackings, you should create a realistic budget. Divide your expenses into categories and set limits. Be strict, but be fair on yourself as well. A budget tells your money where to go each month so you can reach your destination. There are tons of different budgeting methods out there, so find one that works for you. You can go old school with a pen and paper, use a spreadsheet, or download a budgeting app. The important thing is to track your income and expenses. Where is your money coming from, and where is it going? Once you have a clear picture, you can start making adjustments. Maybe you realize you're spending way too much on takeout. Try meal prepping or cooking at home more often. Budgeting isn't about being perfect. It's about being aware and making conscious choices with your money. Your mission is to adjust your expenses before they consume all your income. Step 4. Automate your savings during these 90 days. Now you might be thinking, automating my savings sounds complicated and boring, but trust me, it's way easier than you think, and it's the secret sauce to actually reaching your financial goals. You are building a habit that will serve you long beyond this 90-day challenge. Paying yourself first. Decide on a savings amount you can commit to. It doesn't have to be huge, just something consistent. Set up an automatic transfer, so every paycheck, a bit goes directly to savings. By the end of these 90 days, this automatic savings habit could make a huge difference. Most people wait until the end of the month to see what's left over before they even think about saving. But here's the problem with that. There's usually not much left. That's why we're flipping the script and paying ourselves first. Before you even think about paying bills or buying that new pair of shoes, set aside a chunk of your income for savings. Instead of manually transferring money to your savings account every month, set up automatic transfers. Most banks let you do this online or through their app. Choose a day each month during this challenge and even beyond, right after you get paid, and set up a recurring transfer from your checking account to your savings account. even if it's just $20 or $50 a month. The important thing is to get into the habit of paying yourself first. Step 5. For the next 90 days, commit to cutting out any non-essential expenses. Here's where the hard decisions come in. Cut every unnecessary expenses during this challenge. Take a good look at where you're spending money and cut out what you don't need. This isn't about depriving yourself or living like a monk. It's about being mindful of where your money is going and making sure it's aligned with your values and your goals. Remember that detailed budget we created back in step 3? Now's the time to take another look at it with a critical eye. Where can you cut back without sacrificing your happiness? Are you still subscribed to streaming services you never use? Do you really need that daily latte when you can make a perfectly good cup of coffee at home? Do you really have to go out to eat every weekend? This challenge is all about trimming the fat, so to speak. Every dollar you save is a dollar you can put towards your goals. Don't worry, it's just for 90 days, and you'll be surprised how much you can save just by cutting out a few things. And maybe you will not want to look back once you see the gains. Step 6. Over the next 90 days, aim to save up at least $500 in an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Your car could break down, you could lose your job, a global pandemic could hit. Having an emergency fund means you don't have to go into debt or stress out when those unexpected events happen. The general rule of thumb is to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up. Start small and gradually increase your savings over time. Challenge yourself to a no-spend 90 days. Sell some stuff you don't need anymore, or pick up a side hustle to boost your savings. The most important thing is to make building your emergency fund a priority. Aim to put aside a small amount each week or month until you've got at least $500. You can add more later, but $500 is a good goal for now. Step 7. Over the next 90 days, prioritize paying down the debt with the highest interest rate, even if it's just a small extra payment each week. Debt can feel overwhelming, but it's not a life sentence. You can escape the clutches of debt and reclaim your financial freedom. The first step is to get organized. Make a list of all your debts, including the balances, interest rates, and minimum payments. Next, prioritize your debts. Focus on paying down the debts with the highest interest rates first, while still making minimum payments on your other debts. And commit to avoiding any new debt for the rest of the challenge. Imagine finishing these 90 days with less debt and fewer financial worries. That's what we're aiming for here. Step 8. Over the 90-day challenge, even a small side hustle, whether it's freelancing, online selling, or gig work, can give you a boost. The goal isn't to replace your income, but to bring in a bit extra to put toward your savings or debt goals. Every little bit helps, especially when you add it up over the next few months. Gone are the days of relying on a single job to make ends meet. We're talking about diversifying our income streams and creating financial security like never before. The best part is there are endless possibilities when it comes to side hustles. Whether you're passionate about photography, writing, graphic design, or dog walking, there's a side hustle out there for you. The key is to find something you enjoy and that fits into your lifestyle. Not only can side hustles boost your income, but they can also provide a sense of fulfillment and purpose outside of your 9 to 5. The possibilities are endless. Step 9. If you've managed to save a bit during this 90-day challenge, consider putting it into low-cost index funds or ETFs. This isn't about making big money fast, but about getting comfortable with investing and letting your money grow over time. It's time to put on your investor hats and make your money work as hard as you do. Investing doesn't have to be complicated or intimidating. One of the easiest and most effective ways to start investing is through low-cost index funds or ETFs. These are basically baskets of stocks that track a specific market index, like the S&P 500. Instead of trying to pick individual stocks, which can be risky and time-consuming, index funds allow you to diversify your investments across hundreds or even thousands of companies. The best part is, you don't need a ton of money to get started. Many brokerage accounts allow you to start investing with as little as $5 or $10. Even small investments can start building wealth, and you'll see their impact long after the 90 days are over. Step 10. As you wrap up the 90-day challenge, spend these last days looking back at your progress. See how much you've saved, how much debt you've paid down, and how your spending habits have changed. Then, think about what's next. Set new goals that build on the habits you've created in this challenge. Take a moment to acknowledge how far you've come and celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how big or small. Now is the perfect time to reflect on the past 90 days. What worked well for you? What challenges did you face? What did you learn about yourself and your relationship with money? Use this time to fine-tune your financial strategies and make any necessary adjustments. As you reflect on your progress, it's time to set new financial goals. Financial success is a journey, not a destination. By day 90, you're not just finishing, you're starting a new cycle in your financial journey. Let's keep the momentum going and continue to build the financially secure future you deserve. Congratulations for making it this far. 90 days, 10 steps, and a totally new way to look at your finances. If you follow this plan, you'll have built habits that will keep helping you long after these 90 days are done. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about making progress every week. Stick with it and you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. If you found this challenge helpful, hit that like button and share it with your friends. Now go out there and continue to be the financial rock stars you are.